All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. At home right now, so if you hear some background noise, that's my wife talking to her grandmother. But today we're going to do a review on the On Groove wireless earphones. They're actually sold at Walmart, and they go for $39.99. Do get some decent specs on these. So what we're going to do is basically put in a drop like I normally do and hop right into this review. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so first things first, I'm going to unbox it. This is the actual box right here. The packaging comes with this right here, and this is everything that comes inside of the packaging. Now, I am at home. Normally, I'm at work using my other desk, so the aesthetic, the background looks a little bit differently. So, bear with me for that one. So right here, you have your earbud tips. They actually give you 8 different types, and a couple of these feel like this one looks a tad bit differently. It's more spongy than the rest of them. But you have your large, your small tips. You have many different tips. What I will say is that you will need to fit these on here for the active noise cancellation that this headset has, because that, depending on the fit, I want to let you know right away from the beginning, when I first originally used these with the smaller tips that came with it, I could not hear active noise cancellation. I couldn't tell it had an ambient mode. I couldn't tell. But the moment I switched tips to something that actually fit your ear properly and seals in properly, the headset actually does work very well for those other features. In addition to that, you have your USB-C right here. Has a little on symbol on it, charge only on symbol. I will say that I had another pair of their headphones before, and I liked them. I didn't care for the little tie-dye looking effect on it, but I do like their headphones. They're affordable and they're not bad. On top of that, right here, you have the booklet, which does have your controls and instructions. It shows you what it comes with. It shows you how to sync your headset, everything that I'm going to talk to you about in real time, and what double taps and triple taps and how to hang up and change ambient and things like that. So you will find out what it does in a moment, but we're going to get back to that in another segment. So with that being said, this is the headset itself. It has wireless charging, so if you have a pad, you will sit it on the pad. Unfortunately, my wife is in the other room right now talking to her grandmother, doing some shopping, so that's why I'm here just doing this nice little quick review for you guys. As soon as you pop this open, right here, this is what you have. These actually look like the Galaxy Buds, but the Beans obviously have a much more sleeker design. Samsung obviously put much more money into the headset. This isn't Samsung, this is a Walmart brand. So don't expect to have that beautiful, sleek look, but some people don't buy headphones because it looks beautiful. Now, as soon as you pop the case open, as you can see, it's already in sync mode. All you have to do is go to your Bluetooth settings, and you'll find this headset right there. No problem, it'll automatically sync. You're good to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at how these look. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. How these look, it says right, it'll say left in the other one. Like I said, this is my personal rubber tip. So when these, to show you how it goes off, you just pop that off right here. You just pop this on. So most regular tips work. Outside of the Galaxy Bud Pros and the AirPod Pros, which use specialized tips, which is an anti-consumer move so that you are forced to buy what they want, most other earbuds, Anchor brand, other ones, Walmart, LG for the most part, they use the same type of rubber tips, so you should be good to go. So if you have a prior headset, a corded headset that has rubber tips that are your favorite ones, you can pop them on here and they'll still fit in the case just fine as is. You close the case and it'll notify, let you know that it's charging right now. So with that being said, I do like the headset. Like I said, USB-C in the back. It looks very comfortable. Not looks very comfortable. It actually is comfortable, believe it or not. At first, I had to get used to the fit, but once I switched that rubber tip, it just felt more natural as time went on. So this isn't bad. I didn't have any ear aches or anything like that. That's it. So with that being said, what we're going to go ahead and do next is go into the next section, talk about the controls, so I can do that in real time and show you exactly how it looks. I mean, it's not how it looks, but how it sounds and how the functionality is with this particular headset. So it's time to sync the headset in real time, and we're going to do a music review right here. So I already know what most of you guys are here for. We're going to talk about battery life. We're going to talk about syncing. We're talking about music. First is battery life. You get up to 24 hours total. So let's say you use this bad boy. You get 3 total charges inside the case by itself, 6 in the earbuds. Now, you do get only 2 charges out of this if you're using active noise cancellation. And it explains it on the back of the box. Very vague on how they do it, but you'll get the 6-hour battery life still but the active cancellation drains the battery more. So I'm not sure how that is actually works. I don't know how your battery life in terms of just talking into it and stuff is still 6 hours of active noise cancellation on, but apparently it is. But you'll just have faster drainage in a case. But if you're one of those people where you don't care about active noise cancellation, then with that little suction where it lowers the background noise, what I'll say automatically is that you can turn that off and you'll get a total of 24 hours, 6 per charge, which is pretty standard if you ask me. It's definitely longer than AirPods. It's longer than Galaxy Bud Pros and regular Galaxy Bud 2s and things like that. So you'll be good to go. So what we'll do right here is we're going to open this bad boy up. We're going to let it go. As you can see the lights, it's going into pair mode. There we go. It's in pair mode. From here, we're going to go ahead and go to the settings right here. Going to go into the Bluetooth. It's going to search for it. Let's give it a second. There we are on TWS ANC beans. That's what it's called. What's weird about this is that when you look at the front of the box, like you saw earlier, for whatever reason, it doesn't say it on the front of the box what the actual name of the headset is. I don't know why they do that, but every earbud does have a different case. Also, what I will say about this is that when you go to Walmart, all of them are going to say Groove on the front. You just have to look at the shape of the earbuds I'm talking about, so you won't be confused. These look like beans. You'll find them there. So it is synced. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put these in the air. Just so you guys know, I'm going to leave active noise cancellation on. So if it sounds like I'm talking a little bit louder, it's because the suction is actually pretty decent on this particular headset, and it sounds like I'm talking loud. So right here, let's go ahead and go to the files, because I don't have a music player on this particular device, and we're just going to listen to music that way. All right, music's actually pretty good. Sounds good. I'm waiting for the beat to drop. It sounds really good. Oh man, I like it. The bass is heavy. Okay, I like that. I can hear the piano, the hats. I can hear everything perfectly. Let me turn it up to see if there's any strain. Nope. Not bad. All right, that sounds good. That sounds really, really good. All right, so let me explain to you what I heard. I was kind of quiet right there. I was just bobbing my head. So this is some music that I actually made myself. Let me take this off. Actually, no, I'll keep it in. I'll keep it in so we can do the instructional part too. So, no, I'll take it off. I'll take it off. I'll take it off so I can just talk to you guys about the music. So, again, I tried these already. Naturally, I walked around with them for, I don't know, about maybe a week and a half roughly, just listening to music. I did some phone calls, things like that. So I do have good and bad, but we're going to do each section accordingly like normal. So when it comes to music, let me explain this the best way that I can. I'm sure you guys have had JLab headphones. You've had Skull Candy headphones. The quality of music in this headset, if we're talking about hats, I create music, nothing professional, but when I'm playing, it's exactly what I wanted to hear. So let's say I use these headphones, right? And I decide to hook them up to FL Studio and do some mixing and things like that. It came out exactly the way I envisioned it. Granted, I'm not a professional, so someone at a higher level may want a particular headset for a particular sound, but I use a lot of piano. I use a lot of violins in my music. I use other things to kind of add to the quality of the music, right? And with this right here, the bass is heavy. I don't have any type of bass settings on. I'm using just a regular generic file manager inside the phone, so I didn't alter any of the sound whatsoever. Even when I turned it up to the highest volume, what I will say about that is it was very loud. So if you're playing something that's loud, it's going to be loud. But for you guys that want that deafening, ear damaging headset, it's not going to do that. I'm going to tell you now, because of the way it fits, the way it hooks into your ear, it's not like the typical headset where you could just jam it in your ear like AirPods and it's dangling from your ear. These, to me, kind of feel like a safety feature. I don't know if they intended to do that. I think it was more of just a cool looking choice to do this for the headset, the way they just wanted it to look. but these fit in a way where it fits in your ear canal and it just sits there. So you don't have a heavy headset hanging in your ear over time. Like I was able to use these for hours at a time. And the only reason I remembered they were in your ear because I had this bigger rubber tip. Otherwise, I didn't really feel it at all. Though I will say that I have very sensitive ears, so to each their own. To the point where certain earbuds like J Labs and not J Labs but JBLs that are bigger, I don't want to wear those anymore because it caused my ear soreness. Because I guess my wife likes to say I have ear privileges where I use certain headphones and I'm just used to certain shapes now, and I don't want to go backwards. We're trying to go forward. So it has that shape bean design, which I think is a cool looking design. Minimal look, very good quality of music. Like I said, everything sound great and clear. The voices sound crystal clear when it comes to music. It didn't sound muffled or underwater or anything like that. I will instantly put these in a category of, let's say, if I had to compare these to some of the Anchor headphones, like the Life Note 3s and the P3Is and things like that, I put them on that same spectrum. Primarily because, when it comes to the cheaper headphones, as long as you're willing to spend between $30 to $50, you can find a headset that can rival high-end headphones in terms of music quality. But it's a different story if we're talking about call quality. That's always different. So what I'm going to do next, as a matter of fact, we're going to talk about this right now to kind of just make this video shorter, and then I'll show you how they look and talk about the quality of sound, and then we'll end the video. So right here, if you're looking, it shows you how this looks with the wireless charging pad. It lets you know what you can use, which you don't really have to worry about that. Right here is what matters. Where are we? Here we are. So left ear, right ear. If you hold the button on the left ear for 1.5 seconds, it'll change from active noise cancellation. It'll say ambient mode. It'll say active noise cancellation, or it'll say also, it's not saying right here, normal mode. So if you don't want ambient sound or active noise cancellation on, that works. You do need two earbuds in for noise cancellation to kick in. Otherwise, if you're using one ear, you're not going to be able to use active noise cancellation. It only works with multiple ears. To change the track, you hit the right one twice. Tap and hold for Google Assistant. I personally don't use it. That's for the right ear. If you set it that way, you tap 3 times to go to previous, you tap twice to go forward. So for those that still want to use their particular headset to do that, you can. Me personally, I use my Samsung Watch. In the moment I play music, it's not on me, but it'll actually show me. I know that's a little burn. I had another Samsung Watch that was too close to the skin, so I just recently upgraded to the 4. But if I normally just have it where my watch allows me to tap forward and backwards to change the song. So that way, when I'm on a train or if I'm riding my bike, I can just stop at a light, not pull my phone out and change the songs. It's much safer that way because I have to always be aware of my surroundings in the morning because I ride a e-bike to work. In addition to that, one tap will pause and play. So for those that are wondering about this, I'm going to leave this right here for you. Give it a couple seconds so you guys can, in case you lose this or if someone gives this to you as a gift and you don't have the box or they don't have the instructions or you lost the instructions, you have the option to use this right here. And that's what you need. So, music sharing and things like that, I'm not concerned about that because I'll never use those features. If you want to like share music with other people, that has something to do with your phone and all that good stuff. I don't care about those features, but this is a lot packed into $39.99. So I think it was about $42 or $43 at the taxes at Walmart. The on logo, this is their Walmart brand. It's very, very good. So in this next part, what I'm going to do is unsync it from here. I'm going to sync it to my current device that I'm recording on this video on right now, show you how it looks and show you how the audio quality is going to be. Let's say if you're deciding to do a vlog or doing a video or speaking to someone, just how well it sounds. All right, guys. So right here, you get to see my beautiful greasy face in all its glory. We're going to talk about a couple things. So number one, we're going to talk about the fit right here. This is how it looks inside the ear, how it's going to fit, where it's comfortable. For me, it's comfortable. So if you have smaller ears, it did work for my wife that had smaller ears, but she just said that the shape of it didn't really make it feel comfortable to her. But me personally, I like the way these fit because if I wear them for long periods of time, I don't have to worry about them ever falling out or slipping. Normally with like Galaxy Buds 2s or AirPods or certain earphones, you have to constantly like push it into your ear as you're moving, which could be a real pain. And you might have, your hands might be, you might have things in your hand. You don't have time to keep doing that. But these sit comfortably in the ear. So what, like I always say to you, if you have an earbud that doesn't quite feel right, if you can't feel the active noise cancellation or the ambient with the earbuds that come with this, then do yourself a favor, grab this in a box, switch them out, make sure they fit snugly so you can feel the active noise cancellation of things, and then the quality of music is going to sound much, much better. I can't stress enough, if you don't have the right fit, you aren't going to get the quality that I'm telling you that you're going to get. Now, as for the recording, you hear it recording in real time. This is the headset that's recording. So you decide, if you decide to use this for vlogging, pictures, videos, whatever you decide to use it for, this is how the audio quality is going to sound. Now, I personally don't think it's that bad, especially for a $40 headset at all. But some people may be used to something $200, $300. There are people out there that aren't interested in cheaper products. But I'm a firm believer that you don't have to get something necessarily name brand, like a great name brand, like the highest of the caliber of name brand, to get the quality that you want. Now, there's one last thing we need to talk about. Well, two things. Is this worth it? Let me just go ahead and say yes. For $40 right now, when I look at other headphones on the market, I bought the Black Sharks T2s, T4s. I have the Black Shark T10s. I didn't do a review on that yet. I have J-Labs. I'm about to get to J-Labs Ergo Pros. There's a lot of headphones out there. But for $40 that you can find at any Walmart, that they're more likely going to carry it because it's their legitimate brand, I can honestly say that they excel very well. Very, very well. I'll say, even be bold enough to say that their headsets, especially one like this, it's actually better than some of their TV brands because they put, I'm not going to say they put more time in it. It's just less technology in a headset than it is in a TV itself. So depending on what you're looking for, again, you'll have ambient sound, you have active noise cancellation, you have normal mode. The only downside is that there isn't any app support, so you're not going to get updates and settings and firmware and things like that. But typically that's unnecessary to even get in the first place, because when you get firmware and things like that, that's because the headset is capable of doing more than what that is advertised. Galaxy Bud 2 is a perfect example. Didn't have spatial audio at first, but then they updated it so it did. So that means that they always had the capability and the technology. Samsung just chose not to implement it, which is, to me, a disgusting tactic, but that's what some companies do. So with that being said, there isn't any app support. You don't have to worry about extra files. When I synced it to my Android device, and I was using a Samsung phone, it asked me to connect it to my email, so it'll always remember. It'll let me know how charged each earbud is as soon as I connect them. It's very on the front of the screen. It's very, very convenient headset. I like it a lot. It tells me how charged everything is. It's very, very good for the price. Now, lastly, active noise cancellation does work very well. The ambient mode allows you to be able to hear everything going around you as if you're not wearing earbuds. So if you're one of those people where you like to feel the earbuds, I wear them in the wintertime because the inside of your ears can get really cold. And I wear a winter hat. It'll cover it. I'll be able to put it on ambient noise. So when I'm walking down the street with two earbuds, what that essentially does is allows it where, let's say you're not wearing an earbud, you can hear all the traffic, wind blowing, everything. That's what ambient mode does for you while the earbuds are still in your ear. It allows the air or whatever, the noise to come through. On normal mode, it blocks out minimal noises like any old earbud, and active noise cancellation is it does mild noise. What I will say is, if I had to compare this to the Galaxy Bud 2 active noise cancellation, I'm not going to say it's necessarily better, but it is similar. Where if I'm on a train, it sounds, you hear less screeches. If I stand in front of an air conditioner, I don't hear it as much. If I hear cars flying past me, I still hear it, but not as much, like it's directly next to me. And I do ride an e-bike in a bike lane. So, it has its good, it has its bad. It does work very well. Obviously, it's not as good as AirPod Pros in terms of active noise cancellation, not even beat Studio Buds. But again, it's $40. What are you expecting? And like, you're getting wireless charging, you're getting tons of features, you're getting a great battery life. It's good. I like it. Now, granted, I don't know how the longevity of this is going to be. Most people abuse their headset. They drop it constantly. I haven't seen any cases for this headset. So be aware of the fact that protecting it is going to take some time. But on the flip side, if you break it, it's only $40 to replace. Versus AirPods Pros, which will be $249 or $249 or $199 on sale. Versus Beats, which are $150, which is Galaxy Buds, which are $200. The Pros, Galaxy Bud 2s, $149. So no matter how you look at it, you get something good, you get quality. Now, in terms of call quality while riding in the wind, again, it's a cheaper headset, so you're not going to get that top tier quality where if you're on a train and it's screeching and loud noises, people might not be able to hear you properly. But that's almost with every single headset in the mid-tier market. But anyway, with that being said, I do suggest them. I like them. I'm keeping them. I'm going to use them every day with my Anchor earbuds, Life Note 3s. I keep certain brands, I keep certain earbuds around me all the time because even though top brands are awesome, I'll be honest with you, they're not necessary depending on your lifestyle choice. So anyway, that's the review. Like always, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, like tests or comparisons, as long as I have the headset, I'm willing to do it if it's affordable. If it's not, listen, money don't grow on trees. But anyway, I'll try to get to all your comments about these type of headphones. It's just I run multiple channels and work a regular job, and a lot of times I don't see it. So I do apologize for those that send me something and I don't respond. I'm not doing it on purpose. But anyway, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.